Thanks everybody for joining the break. Appreciate all the quick payments. What we're going to do is what we always do. We'll rip the full case. We'll do a recap at the end with all the hits, and we'll ship them out to you within a couple business days like we always do. If you are a returning customer, welcome back. If you're a new customer, welcome. It's a pretty laid back channel here. We rip the cards. Nobody screams. Nobody yells. We don't yell bang or boom on every single card. We'll let you know if it's a monster card, but otherwise, we usually just talk sports, open the cards, and enjoy ourselves here. First blaster case was really good that we opened. I think there was 7 autos, tons of numbered action. Probably better than some of the hobby cases I've seen. So hopefully this blaster case is loaded up for us. It's 10:01 here on the East Coast. Of course, we're live on eBay Live and YouTube. If you have any questions over the course of the break on either of those platforms, just leave it down in the comments section. I'll answer it as soon as I see it. If you want to let me know who you're rooting for tonight, let me know. I always love to know who's here and alive rooting on their favorite players or prospects. If not, sit back, relax, enjoy the break either way. Looking for Dylan Cruz and Shota, baseball dad. All right, welcome back. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Hopefully we have a loaded case. Kyle DeBars. All right, try some. Okay. Jonah Tong, there we go. I'm gonna give it another minute or so, and then we'll get these 40 blasters out of here. It takes forever to get them all out of here, and then we will get ripping. I don't read you every single card. We read the hits and the chromes. All cards do show and all cards do ship as always. So you're gonna get every single card from the case. I just don't read 3,000 cards to you. Otherwise, I don't have a voice left at the end of it. 10:02. Let's get this case open. Fresh blaster case. Hopefully something wild in here tonight. I think we had a really good first blaster case. From what I've seen, they're pretty loaded. I still haven't pulled a case hit out of anything. We've ripped 2 hobby cases and a blaster case. So ready for an anime or something wild out of here, hopefully tonight. 40 blasters. Give me a second to get all of these out of here, and then we'll get ripping here momentarily. Hope everybody's having a good start to the week. We just had our first coach pitch game tonight. My right arm is tired from throwing them over the middle of the plate. I was pretty impressed. All my kids hit. Everybody hit the ball all night. We got our butts kicked, but we got a bunch of 7-year-olds, and I feel like the other team had a bunch of 9-year-olds. We hung in there. I think we lost like 29-21, but kids had fun. It was a success. That's how you know you're getting old, when you're tired after pitching, coach pitch. That's how you know you're in your 40s. Not that young anymore. That's right. All the kids had a blast. There were snacks at the end, but we had some kids that did really good. We had a kid that never played baseball never ever tried baseball until last week. And went 5 for 5 today. Just had a blast. The kid was so happy when he got that first time. It's very cool. Very rewarding. Very rewarding to coach the teams and see kids just having fun and realizing that they can do it. It was cool. All right, enough about that for now. Empty case. Now let's get these sorted so I have some room to work, and we'll get going. 40 blasters. I'm not sure if I'll get another case of these. I love the blasters. If this case is loaded, I'll get another one, and it'll go up for next week. We got a lot of tennis running this week. Probably the product I'm looking most forward to of the year so far. Topps Royalty Tennis. I have 4 or 5 cases of that going to be running over the course of this weekend. They've got racket knob embedded 1-of-1s. Some really big names on that checklist, so I'm kind of a tennis nerd, so I'm excited. Now we're centered. All right, 1 million blasters. Let's do it. That's awesome. They won the tournament. That's fantastic. Money Inks, DeFura, Pratt, Hagen, Smith, and Bean. All right, good luck, guys. Good luck. Let's start hot. What did we have? 7 autos in the first one, so let's try to beat 7. Let's try to beat 7. I did rip 2 hobby cases and found a pearl pack in both, so that was fun. Churio, Dylan Cruz, Dowell Joseph, V-Rod, Marte. Got some clearly Donruss football and 4 or 5 cases of that. We got some soccer Thursday night. It's going to be a busy weekend here. If you're in the tennis breaks, my boys will probably be in the room here with me. My wife's out of town this weekend, so the boys are finally going to enter the break room. Level and O'Neill Perez are your chromes. We got movie nights planned. We got all sorts of stuff planned for guys' weekend. Oh, yeah, they're coming in. Although tennis, they probably lose interest pretty quick. They were hoping I'd rip some WWE, but there's nothing out. Santana, Urania. We'll see. I might get them a blaster case or something to rip. Jace Young. Die cut. We did pull one of the autos of those out of the last hobby case. Carson Bange. Barrios. Green paper. Rafaela. Teal. Quintero. True gold. True gold. Carson Bange. All right. 50. Green paper and gold. I like it. A couple nice ones to start us off with. That one's to 50. True gold. And a little green paper Rafaela to $3.99. I'm going to knock this front line back a little bit before I can throw any stands up. Otherwise, I don't have any room to work. Wilkinson and Yu-Min Lin. All right. Not a bad start. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bo Bichette. Drew Thorpe. There's DeBarge, Aiden Miller, and Slade Caldwell. Man, we pulled a nasty inscription of his. My last first Bowman auto he wrote on it. It's just a base, but it was really cool. Walker Jenkins. Peyton Ellis and Horton. The Knicks still winning that game. Dogs just keep covering in the NBA. I bet the Knicks plus the 6.5. Montez and Ugarte. I did not expect them to win the game outright, though. Did not expect them to win the game outright. Ellie. Cobb Hightower and Dylan Fiend. Luis Angel, McGonigal, Chase Hampton, and Echevarria. Jet Williams, Lopez, Quezon, and that is the definition of a boring blaster box. I think we had like 6 out of 40 that just had nothing in them in the last case, so get one of those out of the way. You saw a numbered Class A tonight. Oh, you mean you got to see one? Yeah, I'm going to have to buy you one. If I can't hit you one. It's getting ridiculous at this point. I keep sorting them, and I'm like, geez, man, I'm never going to hit this guy anything. And I like the guy you're looking for. Thomas Segis. Nankeel and Owen Wild. Kyle Tucker. Fiend. Condon. We hit an auto of his out of the last blaster case. Burns. J-Ram. Nolan Arenado. Kobe Mayo. Sure wish they wouldn't flip those upside down. Bryce Rayner, Jackie Lines, Ellie De La Cruz. Riley Green. Geese. Did we not even get an animal print in that second box? Colt Emerson. That's a nice one. Jost Nixon Garcia. Nice one there. He's been really hard to hit. We need it, man. I don't know what college it's going to cost by the time they go. Holy moly. That's why I do this. That's why I do this. Everything's so expensive. Jason Chorio, the other Chorio. Luis Pena, Braylon Payne. How many prospects the Brewers have? Because they just have the best pipeline in the history of baseball. They just keep pumping them out. Stafura auto on deck. I'm not sure if I've hit an auto of his yet. Here comes a blue paper Jose Perdomo. At least we got a numbered card there. Sanabria. All right. Nothing to jump up and down about just yet. Nice gold. Perdomo's to 150. B. Witt Jr. Mayo. Montilla. There's a nice one. Escobar. Nice Arun. Cardboard Hustle says this is the one. I hope so. Rockstar Jace Young. Aiden Miller and Perella. Schwellenbach. Tonight's the night. I hope so. You called your shot. Colt Emerson. Peyton Ellis. Horton. Chris Sale. So Luis Angel die cut. Nankeel, Basalo. Mason Wynn. Roki. It was Leo. I'm not sure why. There's your Stafura upside down. Brito, Cole Fontenot, Alcantara, Jake Wilson. Had some boring blasters so far. Boring blasters so far. You gonna give us anything in here or no? Kyle DeBarge. All right, another dead one. Jack Penny. Yuri Perez. Yuck. Yuck. All right. Here's where we see something fun. This box. Get the crappy ones out of the way. Yeah, I always hate ending with the crappy ones. So let's get all the bad ones out of the way. Cruz. Teal. D'Angelo Ortiz is a nice one. Zahir Hope numbered auto. Would be my first. There's High Song. Alvarez, O'Neal Perez. You switched it up tonight, Mr. Travis. You switched it up. Jack Caglianone. Ooh. Dylan Feen, Bo Walker, and Jesus Tierro. Come on. Alcantara, die cut. Keys, Barrios, Reagans. There's something. There's a yellow paper. That's going to be Corey Seager. That's not the one we want. Gil Hill. Noel Alcantara. Corey Seager out of 75. Tink Henson, Yu Min Lin. All right, we are off to a pretty mundane start. Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up and find something autographed in here, huh? One for bulk. You got some good spots, if I remember correctly. Did the Knicks win that game? Anybody know? It's tough for we know who you are looking for. Kobe Mayo. Brito, there's Mr. Keys. Mr. Keys. Thank you, SWK. I did not have the Cavs and Celtics both being down 3-1. Trey Sweeney. I don't think anybody else did either. Chenwei Lin, Chung Schwellenbach. Come on. There's Class A. Max Clark. Matic Callas. They always run together. Contreras. 121, 113. Thank you. Dogs and overs. Every night now. Dylan Cruz. It's just dogs and overs. Magalone. Christian Campbell. Did he really? Oh, I didn't know that. Gil Hill. He tore his Achilles, huh? Garcia. That's horrible. Him and Lillard this postseason. Tatum had 41. Or did he really hurt himself? Condon. All right. We got to get something going here. Seaver King. Jean-Sol Luis. Noel and Drew Thorpe. These are all lousy blasters so far. 3 steals tonight. Jeez, I'm in. Need some anything. These have been rough. These have been rough. Sagis. Fiend. There's Esteban Mejia. The card's like blurry. So weird. Like they printed it wrong. Jacob Wright. I'm fiending over here. I like you, Money Inc. Yo Ferry. Where's an auto? We're looking for an auto. I don't know where they are. Up in there somewhere in these other boxes, I guess. Jacob Wilson. Bishop Letson, Echevarria, Cruz, Perez, and Reagans. Card Ripken. Yo Ferry would have been the right one to buy. We keep hitting him everywhere. Benj. There's extra cards in here. McGonigal, Corey Lewis. Backwards card is Manny Machado for no reason. They just threw like 30 cards in that pack. Okay. This one has like half the cards in it. Middle top box, card Ripken. We'll go there next. Good collation there. Nick York. Lucas Ramirez and Sanabria. All the rest of the cards were in the other pack. It's fun. The wall is empty. You know me, I don't just throw cards on the wall just to throw them up there either, so we need something. Walker Jenkins. Caglianone Santos. These have been brutal. Marcus Seaman. Never seen anything like these ones. Nothing in here either. There's a Drew Thorpe red rookie. So finally one of those. Cruz and Walters. All right, someone said middle top boxes eyeing them. Let's see if we can't get something going with that one. My man Card Ripken. So this is the box. We're starting to narrow it down to where one of them's got to be. It's ridiculous. First box had 2 numbered cards in it. Nice gold. And I was like, all right, we're going to have a case here. All right, you got something here. We got a green and a purple. Okay. Green is Willie. Keep giving us vets. Santos and a first. Tsung Che Chang to 250. All right, that could mean a good box. Usually the autos come in the box with multiple numbered cards. They're coming is right, man. They are coming. Can only go up from here is right. Willie, need something to hit up on this wall here. Connor Norby. Felton Celestin. Blue shimmy first, Sean Keys. It's a 3rd numbered card in this box. 143 out of 150. That's a good looking team color match too. Sean Keys. Nice keys. Give me an auto. Yep, probably does, Travis. That seems the way they are. Condon. Torres, Mariano. Julio Urelvis. Young. DeBarge, Cruz. Nito and Lindor. The bottom left against the wall have the goods. Hey, I hope so. Those will be some of the last ones. Rojas. Humphreys and Penny. Come on, Auto. Come on, Auto. Nope. Rosario Morejo. But it was a better box. So that's the positive side. Hey, at least you found a box with some action. You found one with some action. You can't get mad about that. Now we need some real action. Yeah, in the first case, any of those boxes that had the double numbered pack also had the auto. Because they were either loaded or they were terrible. But this one's different. They're all different. JJ, it feels like the ones with the animal print. Chase Burns, Jack Penny, the ones with the print are never the good one. Norby. High Song. DeBarge and Senard. Jack. Torres and Mariano. Randy Arozarena. These packs are super tough to open. Trey Sweeney. Rayner. Schwellenbach on the back. Having sorted a bunch of these now, it feels like you get like 5 cards of everybody who has a base card as a minimum. Light blue, Pete Alonso. Freeland. Braseno and Tibbs. All vets for the most part. Yeah, we should go on a hot streak at some point here with autos. Jeez, oh man. I remember my first pack of cards. Can't get these damn things open. Montilla and Christian Campbell. So we're autoless through, what do we got, 28, 31. First 9 are autoless. Blaster number 10. Are you holding our first auto? Come on. Just got to get one. Just like a good jump shooter. You just got to see one go through the net. Jacob Wilson. Aiden Miller. Dowell Joseph. Churio. High Song. Ellis Jang. Ronald. Willie. Jack. Ooh, what is that? Oh, Jang. I thought that might be a paper auto. Nankeel. Trey Turner. Jace Young. Humphreys and Cam Smith. Caden Dana. Light blue paper. Kyle Tucker. Sticking with the vet trend. Out of 499. I see yellow. Yellow's a first. It's Will Simpson. Cool card. Nice color match there out of 75. Big Willie style. It's the wrong A for you, Money Inc., but that card's nasty. I tend to agree with you, Trison. I tend to agree with you. But you just never know with Fanatics. There's no collation. Clausen, there's no rhyme or reason to what they're doing with how they collate the cases. All right, first 10, no autos. How about 3 in the next 10? Get us going. Locklear. Weatherholt. Javier and PJ Morlando. Mookie. Hernandez and Perella. Austin Riley. Hagen Smith. Ed Glean. There's Magalone. If you're joining us late, we are 10 blasters in. There's nothing up on the wall yet. Not sour yet. Noel. Kellen Lindsay and Basalo. Mason Wynn. Yep. That's right. Sleepy is a good way to describe him. Burns. Jan and Flores. Yuri Perez. This one's extra boring. Caden Dana. Gonzalez and Fuentes. All right. Connor Griffin, Andahar, and Montgomery. More. Hayden Alvarez. There's Calaz. Trey Turner. Me too, Cardboard Hustle. Me too. But we got a long way to go. Oh my God. Making them increasingly harder to get open too. Kobe Mayo. Morris Ortiz Jr., Little Poppy. That's right, Card Ripken. Weatherholt, Pena, Level, Santana, Corbin Carroll. Some stuff you're a horse. Max Clark, Tolero and Keys again. Rocker. Gary Gilhill and Clausen. All right. Get these off the table. Back left. We're going to start calling our boxes. Did the Rockies send you this case? Fanatics did. But, all right, back left. I'll let you call your shot. Your last one. Yeah, me too. Here we go. The Rockies or the White Sox sent this case over. Jeez, man. Come on. Sasaki. There's Jesus. Letson. Nankeel. Cruz, McGonigal, and Lara. Walcott, Corey Lewis, and Lucas Ramirez. Rutschman. There you go, EAI. Welcome back. Nick York. Jack Slade Caldwell. I mean, this is just bordering on weird at this point. Come on. Jesus. Santos and Cruz. Soto. Lopez and Wild. That was it. That was not the one. You want the one in front? There you go. Ooh, those ones were tilted the other way. All the other ones have been facing one way. Those are going the other way. To the left. Oh, I thought that was something. Connor Griffin. Ed Glean. Zach Showalter. That guy's in every case. I like Money Inc. This is the one. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder. Starting to wonder if they're going to keep us waiting until like a hot run at the end. I don't know. Colin Lindsay, Clausen. Oh, we're not looking good for anybody yet. I think Ortiz has maybe a reptile, but that's about it. Walker Jenkins, Jan, and Flores. Otani, Sasaki die cut, Gonzalez and Moore, Hai-Song Kim, Theron Lorenzo, Fontenelle, Castillo, Rafaela, I mean, that's like 3 in a row with no numbered card or auto. Mejia, Arias. All right. Just keeps getting better. I'm at a loss for words at this particular moment. Again, welcome all 77 of you hanging out across both channels watching what has been a very bad case so far. Seaver King. Here's hoping we turn it around here. Have an epic 25 boxes in a row here. Tovar. James Wood. Chen Wei Lin, Jacob Wright. Bryce Eldridge, Richard Maddock, Robert Calaz, Trey Turner. Seager, Trey Sweeney, Magalone, Alex Mooney, James Wood. Well, that certainly isn't the case there, Mark Takis. There's a purple. Spencer Schwellenbach, rookie. Walker Jenkins. Yordan Alvarez. Schwellenbach, purple paper. Roki Sasaki. Seaver King. Pan. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. First case was just nutso. 7 autos. I was like just raving the entire time about the amount of numbered cards. Walker Jenkins, this has been the polar opposite. Yeremy Cabrera and Yeremy Cabrera. Kumar Rocker. Sagis. Hagen Smith and Bresnahan. Hai-Song Kim. Nick Kurtz. Stafura Sundstrom. Roki Sasaki. Dylan Cruz. Zahir Hope Showalter. almost like they sent the packs that are going in the in the mega boxes. Painter. There's Leo DeVries out of 299. Not yet. I hope so, Travis. I don't know. Blue paper. Matt Wilkinson to 499. Just can't buy an auto. 2 numbered cards in that box is at least relatively normal, but Matt Wilkinson. Left 6. 24 left. No autos. 1 red rookie. 1 gold chrome. Jack, Chase Burns, Leo, Luis Angel. Just ate some mango. Mike Trout, Brooks Lee, DeBarge, Connor Griffin, Rosarina. Cooper Pratt, Torres Mariano, Kettle Marte. Nick York, Rayner and Dylan Feen. The blue frame. Chase Burns, Brisseno and James Tibbs III, chromes. Montilla, Echevarria, another dead blaster. Jeez, oh man. Come on, Fanatics. Looks like Jared Lorenzen. Skeens. Walker Jenkins, Montilla, Jesus Tolero, come on, Kobe Mayo, Aiden Miller, Bresnahan, Hai-Song Kim, Jackson Jobe, Connor Griffin, Peyton Ellis, Cade Horton, Sedane Rafaela. Lawrence Butler. I just want to see 1 at this point. Trey Sweeney. Just want to see 1. Nate Mankiel. Just want to see 1 so I know they exist. Riley Green. Santana. Humphreys. Penny. So many of them are the same. Same blah. Rosario and Senard. Okay. What do we got? 22 left. 18 blasters. At least the Guardians won tonight is right. 18 with no autos. Are we going to go on a crazy run, or is this just going to be the lousiest case ever? I'm going to try to say we're going to go on a crazy run here. Eldridge, Condon, Bresnahan. I see something green. Green Shimmer first auto. Bo Walker. We're back, baby. We're back. Bo Walker to 99. Okay. Now let's get hot. I was really starting to wonder if there were going to be any autos. It was actually starting to make me uncomfortable. That's a nice one. Congrats, Bo Walker spot. This one's 81 out of 99. There we go. Okay. Now let's go on a crazy run. And forget about those first 18. That seemed like they took 7 years to open. All right. All right. They do exist. Basalo. Andahar, Montgomery, Bellinger. Tyler Locklear. Throw us a numbered card in here, too. Alcantara, die cut. Estrada, Tavares. Francisco Lindor. I like the shimmers. I don't know why the shimmers this year seem to be... Every time I catch a shimmer, I really like it. Noah Schultz. The orange shimmers are beautiful. Pablo Guerrero, Josh Noth. Even the blue shimmers look really good. Now throw us a super in here. We deserve it after suffering through that. After suffering through that first part, throw us a damn super in retail. Bobby Witt Jr., Kyle Teal, and Sullivan. Wow, it's the first time I think I've seen an auto. Usually the autos are in kind of the loaded boxes, so that one's just kind of randomly in a boring rest of the box. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's go. Let's hit 2 in a row. This will get us to the halfway point. 2 in 1 box would be fun. Anyone seen that yet? Bazana. Ooh, rose gold out of 15. Wen Hui Pan. There we go. Here we go to 15. That's nice. Now we're rolling. Rose gold. First one of the season. 8 out of 15. That one plays. Let's get going now. Okay. Rose gold. Forgot about those. Luis Angel. Condon and Richard Maddock. Juan Soto. Auto, Edglin Perez. Here we go. Now we go on a little run. Auto, Edglin. Can't stop hitting that guy. That's all we do is hit Edglin Perez. All right, let's get hot and just start ripping off autos here. Dowell Joseph, Sullivan, Ellie. Now I've got a little pep in my step. That was a brutal first 18. I'm very excited that we've turned the corner. Nothing Mookie-wise yet, Rich. Nothing numbered, at least. Noth and Jang. Ronald. Del Castillo. Wilkinson and Malcolm Moore. Sagis. Kevin Alcantara. There's Jesus. Urena Gonzalez. All right, back-to-backs. 20 to go. Let's go. River Ryan, Carson Williams, Tong and Suarez, Jackson Holiday, Jace Young, ooh, what was that? Arun Escobar, McAdoo, Loma Vita, Ben Rice. Bryce Rayner. There was another one back there. Leo. Christian Campbell to $4.99. Christian Campbell. Colt Emerson. There's Elvin Garcia and Carlos Tavares. Ooh, be an auto. Number 46, Christian Moore to 150. Numbered insert. At least the boxes are looking good now. Numbered cards starting to come out. Feels a little more normal. Very nice. Christian Moore to 150. Schwellenbach. Aiden Smith, Didier Fuentes. So am I. I want to see a wild one. I want to see one of the big names. Or something low numbered. Give me a red. I haven't seen any red yet out of Bowman this year. Give me a Tong. I feel like everybody's been on Tong. We've had somebody asking for Tong in every break. I don't know if it was you in the other one. Eldridge. Ed Glean, Perez, Cody Freeman. McGruber style. Sagis. Kellen Lindsey, Blake Walters. Ben Rice. Nick Kurtz. Ricardo Yan and Rafael Flores. Luis Angel, Acuna, Gonzalez, and Cruz. Emmanuel Rodriguez, Fontenelle, and Castillo. Flipbook. Luis Pena, Mejia, Lines, Hyesung Kim, Ellie De La Cruz. That was a lousy one. All right. 18 to go. Need 5 autos in 18 to keep pace. Why not? Connor Griffin, Colt Emerson and Perella. Emmanuel Classe. He's always on the front. Andrew Painter auto. Base auto. So there's 3. Andrew Painter base auto. Sticker auto. An auto nonetheless. Hampton and Wenhue Pond. Painter is a stud. Matty Shaw. Montez and Ugarte. Machado. Willie. Segis. Green paper. First. Kadeem Dia out of 99. Walcott. The green paper actually really pops. It's a clean looking card. Kadeem Dia. Adele Amador. Ford. Luis Pena, Braylon Payne, they run together. Rafaela. Caden Dana. Paul Skeens. Jesus Showalter. Tarek Skubal. Make some room here. All right, guys, we got 17 to go. Kind of back on track here. We got 3 autos, so back on track a little bit here. Now we need to see a case hit. I need to see a damn case hit. This will be my 5th case. Still haven't seen a case hit. Bobby Witt Jr. Brooks Lee. Brito. Sammy Basallo. Corey Seager. Jacob Wilson. Chen Wei Lin. Cam Caminiti. Julio. Jose Altuve. Bange. Maddock and Calaz, they always run together with the chromes and blasters. You think they're in those 4, Money Inc? I think they might be on the back line. I don't know. You might be right, though. Rhett Lauder. Mugalone and Mitch Jebb. Gunnar Henderson. Rocker. Red rookie Brooks Lee is a nice one. That's a real nice one. Termar. Walker Jenkins and Jost Nixon. Nice Brooks Lee. The top names are definitely harder to hit than the red rookies. Nice Brooks Lee. Seaver King, Nick Kurtz, Matty O. 16 blasters coming. Adele Amador, Estrada Perdomo, Dylan Cruz, Travis Sikora, Pablo Guerrero, and Kyle Teal Chrome. Trey Sweeney, Bo Walker, and Cam Smith. Kumar Rocker, Aiden Miller, and nice Cobb Hightower to 399. 37 out of 399. That dude's got a great name and just looks like he mashes a baseball. Might be my favorite photo in the set. It's always important. Adrian Del Castillo. Christian Moore. I wonder why I'd hid that message. Che Chang, DeVries. Wonder why I'd hid that one, Money Inc. That wasn't anything. That wasn't anything crazy that you just wrote. Every once in a while, it holds a message for my review. Sometimes they're pretty interesting, but that one wasn't. Roki Sasaki, White, and Freeman. All right, 15 to go. All right, big auto, come on. Curtis Strange, it's an old school golf name. Jack, Cabrera, Anderson Brito. Rhett Lauder, Hagen Smith, and J.J. Weatherholt. Will Smith. Locklear. Bazzana. Stafura and Sundstrom. Ketel Marte. Jackson Jobe. Will Simpson, O'Neill Perez. Noble Meyer. Andrew Painter, Zahir Hope. Wyatt Langford. Condon. Comes fuchsia paper, Jeremy Cabrera to 299. At least they're sprinkling us more numbered cards, but still leaving us wanting more. That Wenhue Pon is an awesome hit out of 15. Leo, Aiden Smith, and Hagen Smith. A lot of Smiths. I'm a Smith, so there's lots of us. Clase. Brooks Lee insert. Dowell Joseph, Emil Morales. Cooper Pratt. Johnny Level, Santana. Tomoyuki. Jackson Job. Urena Escobar. Ben Rice rookie card. You're a wordsmith. You are. Miss Urowski. Jack Lyons. Quintero. Wilkinson, Caminiti. That was a crappy blaster right there. Jeez, oh man. That was a crappy one. Sip of the water. All right. We need 4 in the last 13, minimum. 1 and 3. Let's go. It will be wild if that's where they are. If they're right behind all those. And you're right. That will be wild as well. It's very possible. There's Kobe Mayo. Jonathan Long. Travis Bazzana. 5 out of 10 would be good. 5 out of 13 would be good. Would give us 8. Shota. Is this one? Yep. Cade Horton. Cade Horton, paper auto. Had the feeling it was sticking there. All right, Cade Horton, paper auto. So we get 3 base autos and the 1 green. We are up to 4. Pitre and Cade Horton auto. Now throw some numbered cards in here too, please. Walcott. Kendall and Tong. Rhett Lauder. Suarez, Campbell. Felt thick. Nothing else there. Mason Wynn. B. Reynolds. Christian Moore. McAdoo and Garcia. Yuri P. Abrams. Kadeem Dia, Yancel Luis, Drew Thorpe. Whoa. Kevin Alcantara, Montilla, Drew Jones. There's Jackson Humphreys. Jackson Job. Brooks Lee insert. Jesus Lopez there. There's Morejo. There's Mason Wynn. Cooper Pratt. Walker Janik, Villarroel. Riley G. Kobe Mayo. Jesus Lopez, Jacob Wright. Ronald. Carson Williams, number 3 prospect. Here comes a green shimmer. This one could be fun. Yu Min Lin, green shimmer, 39 out of 99. Yu Min Lin. It's a good looking card. Mayo in the next box. Hightower and Mooney. James Wood. Jackson Chorio. Kevin Alcantara. Max Clark. E. Smith Pineda. I've never met anyone named E. Smith. It's a new one. I like that. Jeez, oh man. What is that? Ooh, we got one of those throwback, those logos. Nice. Jace Young. Haven't pulled one of these yet. Pena. Be a good one. Be a first, at least. It is a first. Yeremy Cabrera. The throwback Bowman. That's awesome. Congrats to the Yeremy Cabrera spot. Those are not easy to hit. Not numbered, but nasty. Very cool. Chang, Perdomo, Wynn, Langford, and Cruz. I gotcha. Condon, Made, DeVries, Thomas White, Sean Kenzie. Like retro foil something or other. Those are sweet. Those are sweet. Those are not easy to hit. Kumar Rocker. That's 4 cases in. We just hit one. Javier and Jang. Streaking retro. There you go. Brandon Sproat. Morlando Andujar out of 499. Refractor. Retro. Hernandez and Cam Smith. All right. Money Inc. thinks there's an auto in this box. Let's see if Money Inc. is right. I hope he's right. And I hope it's not a paper non-numbered auto, too. Yeah, I'd like to have one of those, too. I might start buying some Cobb Hightower cards. I think that might be my guy this year. Cruz, Bazana. Basalo. Ichiro, Walker Janik. Whoa. Rutschman, Chapman. Really? They nice people? Luis Angel Acuna. Villarreal, Connor Griffin. Will Smith. Parents are good folks. I like to hear that. Ooh, yellow auto? Jansel Villarreal, yellow auto to 75. Villarreal, chrome yellow auto to 75. Gotta throw that one in the middle there. It's our best one. We're up to 5, despite the worst start ever. Drew Jones, Ortiz, Matty O. Yellow's nice. Got a green and a yellow. Those are nice. Red rookie, Caden Dana. Jesus Walters. God, the second one always feels super thick. Ben Rice. You did call it. You've been convinced there was an auto in that box. You were correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. There's Bryce Rayner. Fabian Lopez, Chase Mobley. All right, we got 9 of these bad boys left. We got 5 autos, 3 red rookies. Our first case had 7 autos and 4 red rookies. So just playing averages, it feels. I don't believe so yet, but I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm sure there's been a chrome, but nothing numbered, unfortunately. Is that what you got in this break? Colson Mont, Fontenelle, Castillo, Jake Wilson. Louder and Strider, too. I'm rooting for you, Golden Bear. Bishop Letson, Quinn Matthews, Jung Hoo Lee. Settle for an auto either. Yeah, I would like to see one. I haven't pulled a Hightower auto yet out of any of these cases. Travis Bazzana, been ripping this stuff all weekend. Mejia, Walker Jenkins. We've just been pulling Yo Ferry. That's who we pull every single night. Until the night card Ripken has him tonight. Can't stop pulling that guy. Willie. Norby. McGonigal and Mobley. But it was a smart purchase. You got to stick with the trends. Yeah, I'm sure his autos are going well. His spot seems to be one of the more sought-after ones. Aiden Miller. Corey Lewis, Lucas Ramirez. What's a base made auto going for? Are they over 400? Drew Romo. Jack Yoferi. Lindor. All right. That was not the one, Money Inc. You've been wanting that one, but that was not the good one. All right, we got 8 to go. Need at least 2 autos. $125. Holy moly. That's it. That's cheap. That's real cheap. All right, let's hit a big card here for somebody. Bryce Rayner, Ed Glean, Kyle Teal, Judge on the back there. We will do a recap at the end. everything numbered, and all the reptiles. Schwellenbach, Kellen Lindsay, Matty O, Leo, Mooney, Flores and Jan, Drew Romo, Gonzalez, Tovar, Trout, Christian Campbell, Fontenelle, and a Josh Noth, Lava to 399. Soto, Schwellenbach, and Marte back there. That is a busy card right there. Not my favorite background, but which one does? Castillo and Dylan Fiend. Harper. Teal. All right. Got 7, lucky 7 to go. Waldrop. Condon. Extra card in there. Leo. Fabian Lopez. Hayden Alvarez. Bellinger. Rhett Lauder. Drew Jones, Humberto Cruz, a random backwards card for no reason. That's all beat to crap. That's fun. Albies, Neto, and Lindor. Bazana. Hernandez and Janik. That pack was light cards, so one of these is going to have a bunch of cards in it. Luis Angel. Morales. Villarreal. Lines. Ellie. Austin Riley. Jesus Lopez, Conrad Cason. That's the first time I think I've seen him in the entire case. Corbin Carroll. Skeens. Hightower. Lara. Merrill. Six left. We need some autos. Next pack auto. Let's go. No auto in this one. Lazaro Montes. Aiden Miller. There's Alejandro Rosario. Schwellenbach. Ellis Luis. Leo. Cade Horton, Nate Nankeel. Dylan Cruz. Humphreys, Morales. Braceno. Penny. There's another Wen Hui Pond to go along with your rose gold. He hits again. Purple Ray Wave. Rosario Escobar. Jose Ramirez. Jackson Jobe kicks us off. We're in the home stretch. Cam Smith. Burns, Elvin Garcia. Lawrence Butler. Roki Sasaki. DeBarge Moore. Riley Green. Matt Shaw. Torres Mariano. B. Reynolds. Jesus. Rayner Ortiz. Tucker. Keyshaw. Braceno and Tibbs. Tovar. Churio. That was a crappy blaster. Perdomo. I feel like the bad ones have just been bad. I feel like there's got to have been at least 10 or 12 blasters in this case with nothing. And then another like 5 with just a paper. I feel like in the last case there was only like 6 of those. Guess there's no guarantees in retail, but I've become accustomed to one thing. Roki Sasaki, Hayden Alvarez, Tink Hentz. Salvi, Luis Angel, Bo Walker, Asbel Gonzalez, Merrill on the back, Logan Gilbert, Colt Emerson, Tolero Keys, Rutschman, Del Amador, Gary Gilhill, Malcolm Moore, Max Clark, Rodriguez and Tink Hentz, Soto, Red rookie River Ryan. We got our 4th. Now we need 2 more autos in 3 boxes. Little Poppy. River Ryan. All right, 3 more. Can we go 2 autos out of 3? All right, left side, strong side. Yelly. There's Cam Smith. Colt Emerson and Bo Walker hits again. Jake DeGrom. Reese Hines. Chase Hampton, Slade Caldwell. Sagis. Yamamoto. Carson Williams. Montez and Ugarte. That's right, Travis. Still one of the greatest movies ever made. Love that movie. Kobe Mayo. Jose Perdomo, green paper to 399. I was just thinking we hadn't seen any numbered paper in a while. Yep, I watch it every time it's on. Every single time. Doesn't matter what part. Just get right back into it. Seaver King. Here comes a green shimmy Cam Sullivan. Cam Sullivan, green shimmer out of 99. Jesus, Payne, and Morejo. So we're going to need to go auto if we're going to get to that magic number 7. 2 numbered cards in there, but no auto. All right, let's hit somebody an auto on the way out. It's been a lousy case. There's no doubt about it. But let's make it a good case for somebody right now. The When We Pawn spot has had a good case. Leo Cabrera, this guy's had a good break. Zach Wheeler, Kumar Rocker, Hagen Smith, Emil Morales, Jung Hu, Junior Caminero, Christian Moore, Stafura, Sundstrom, Sagano, Waldrop, Rhett Lauder, Zahir Hope, Arun Escobar, Brooks Lee, Tink Hentz, Painter and Will Simpson, Nito, Fuchsia Paper, Josu Briseno to 299. All right, let's close out strong, hopefully with an auto in the final box. Good luck, everybody. Help if you sliced the box. There you go. There we go. JSF, you're welcome, man. Yeah, it was just a slower case. So, yeah, and I only opened the one other blaster case. So we opened a few hobbies. But our first blaster case seemed to be just more loaded in general than this one. McGonigal, Slade Caldwell, Petre, Gary, Gill, Hill. The cost on Jumbo was insane this year. I just didn't get any in. Sean Kenzie, Noel, Caden Kendall, Mitch Jeb, Gunnar Henderson, Riley Green, Chase Burns, Jonah Tong, Santiago Suarez, Judge, Jackson Job, McAdoo and Kurtz, Matt Olson, Abrams, Kalaz, Dia, Aiden Smith, Matt Chapman, and the final pack is not going to give us an auto or a numbered card. Weatherholt. Yeah, that wasn't a good case at all. My sincerest of apologies. That was a rough case. Recap coming at you guys. That is the end of Bowman for me. Whatever the next baseball release is, I'm sure we'll have multiple cases of it. Richard Maddock, Bresnahan, Tolero, Leo, Wilkinson to $4.99, Leo to $2.99, Jeremy Cabrera, Schwellenbach to $2.50 paper, Seaver King, Showalter, Nankiel, Callas, Magalone, Will Simpson to $75. That's a slick card. I will not have Flawless. Kyle Tucker to $4.99. I was going to get it, and then I ended up passing on it. Pete Alonso to $4.99. Penny, Keys to $150. Willie to $99, Chang to $250, Drew Thorpe, red rookie, Jacob Wright, Keys, Seager to $75, Ortiz, Fontenelle, Escobar, Perdomo, Garcia, Rafaela to $3.99, Carson Benj to $50 out of the first box, Rodriguez. Thought that was going to be the sign of a great case, and it wasn't, man. You have a great week too, James Tarver. Always good to have you in the room. Gary Gilhill, Braceno to $2.99, Wenhui Pan, Sullivan to $99, Perdomo to $3.99, Bo Walker, River Ryan, red rookie, Tink Hentz, Garcia, Wenhui Pan again to $2.50, Rosario, Alvarez, Noth to $3.99, Teal, Jenkins, Mobley, Dana, red rookie, Andujar to $4.99, Pineda, Human Linda $99, Humphreys, Bazana, Hagen Smith, Jeremy Cabrera to $2.99, Brito, Hightower. Oh, there was a Hightower numbered for you. There was a numbered Hightower for you. Golden Bear out of $3.99. Brooks Lee, Basalo, Kadeem Diaz to $99. Perella, Freeman, Fuentes, Christian Moore to $150, and Christian Campbell. And on the stands are 5 autos. Cade Horton, Andrew Painter. We had one of these retro foils of Jeremy Cabrera. It's a really good looking card. Edglin Perez, base auto. Villaroel to $75. Money Inc., take care of yourself. Wenhui Pan, rose gold to 15. 8 out of 15. And the head of the break, Bo Walker, 81 out of 99, green shimmer. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday evening and a great week. We'll see you soon for a break. Bye-bye.